Alright, hello everyone, it's the Beast of the North here, back at it again for something different this time. I'm going to be reading a short story that I wrote a couple weeks ago, called The Tale of Ilythria and Orinthal. They were the first two dragons created in my fictional world of Agora, and this is a small, simple, sort of mythos-style story I created around them. I have been developing Agora for years, and I am finally nearing relative completion of the first draft for the first book in the series, Fate of Agora, Elizar. I hope to generate some additional hype and awareness for my writing, so that when it finally gets published, I will have some more people hopefully excited for it and ready to get it as soon as it comes out, and of course some additional hype for my channel, by occasionally recording short videos like this one with updates and other short stories with tidbits of Agoran lore. But without further ado, let us begin. At the dawn of creation, every being created was to be granted a wish each by the gods, so that each species may have two attributes associated with them that they got from the wishes of the first male and female of their species. Lions gained grace and power. Turtles gained protective shells and long lives. Even the humble cockroach gained the ability to not only replicate at great speeds, but to survive by nigh any means necessary. The dragons, Ilythria and Orinthal, having already been quite content on their lush island, away from the worries of the world, did not have any wishes. And as they only had the minds of animals at the time, they did not even know they had wishes. Long had Ilythria relished playing and frolicking with her many children, the sun itself joining along as the light danced and shimmered off her iridescent white and golden scales. Long too had Orinthal relished his position of power and dominance, keeping the rowdy youths in line, the long shadows of night darkening his many red scales, bleeding them into midnight with the rest of his onyx body. One day, however, Ilythria ventured to the mainland, curious, and encountered some of mortal kind, before the High Elves had begun their unjust rule. She found them constructing various structures and performing wondrous magics. Immediately, she wished she could understand the world as they do, and so then all dragons gained consciousness. Satisfied, she flew across the land, conversing and learning with the early peoples of Agora. Orinthal, however, now awakened, became jealous of the fact that his partner had gotten a wish before him. Outraged, he called out to the gods, ignorant, saying, "What justice is this? Why should she get a wish and not I?" Reluvithel, the god of knowledge and magic, having been the one to grant her wish, descended then, stating, "Of course you have a wish as well. Speak, and I shall will it so." Orinthal pondered for a moment before answering, "Give me time to fly across the land and learn as Ilythria has. I shall call on you again when I am ready." Reluvithel, patient, nodded his head and ascended once again. Orinthal then traveled the land as his partner had, only unlike his partner, descended upon them in a mighty rage, demanding of them to unveil the secrets of the world they had learned to him. Of course, instead of knowledge, kindness, and wisdom, he found only hatred, pain, and suffering, as all mortal kind he encountered pelted him with spears and arrows. Unable to fight them with any range, he was forced to land, scratching, biting, and clawing, but eventually overwhelmed by sheer force of numbers. Scornful and wounded by hunters, he called upon Reluvithel once more, and wished he could breathe fire, allowing him great range and power against those who would oppose him. Now with the might to battle this perceived menace, he returned to their island home, rallying their many children. By the time Ilythria got there, however, it was too late. He had already poisoned the minds of many of them. Outraged by such atrocities, she battled her partner upon the crest of the mountain. Their epic lasted days, burrowing into the mountainside, until finally she gained the upper hand. Pinning him, she fled, collapsing the tunnel behind her as she cast a spell she had learned from the mortals, a spell powerful enough to trap him there. Enraged, he began screaming from deep within the mountain, bathing the stone in fire, and thus creating the infamous volcano of Dragon's Reach, transforming their once verdant home into an ashen waste. By the time Ilythria emerged, most of her children had long since gone, many of whom perished. Letting loose a great bellow heard across the world, she summoned the survivors back home, and wept alone for an entire day. Finally, when she emerged to her children, some shameful of their actions, others rebellious, craving to return to the world to enact their violence. "I cannot stop any of you," she spoke slowly, "but know that if you follow the same path as him, you will no longer be my beloved child, and shall no longer be welcome home." Turning away, she trotted mournfully up the mountainside, up to the top, to nestle in the lava, acting as an eternal guardian over her deranged lover. Some of her children disobeyed her, sneaking away to terrorize mortal kind over the many years that followed, but many remained, loyally assisting in her vigils. And as such, there is the tale of Ilythria and Orinthal, and the reason for both the rise and the sudden fall of commonplace dragon attacks. And there we have it, everyone. Yeah, that's definitely just a shorter video for today than my regular, Minecraft videos that I do, but I do hope that you enjoyed the story, and that I did a good job of narrating it. I'm obviously more than happy to hear any and all feedback that you have for both the story, for the video itself, for the way it's done. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will listen to them and see if I can make the upcoming updates and videos on Agora the best that I possibly can, because I love the world that I've created. It's amazing, and I really cannot wait to get the story completely out there. So, that's all for today that I have for right now. I'm gonna thank you all so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.